Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we fought our way through Galvino's workshop, and we are now entering the actual workshop proper, and hopefully finally meeting this hermit behind this door. Because this is the workshop key. Yeah, looks like it. An elderly man hunches over a cluttered desk in the back of the workshop. His flesh is pulled tightly around him, around thin, fragile-looking bones, except around his neck where it hangs in loose wattles. He turns as you enter, a scowl already chiseled into his lined face.
Back again? I told you.
He hesitates, squinting at you from behind smudged and dusty spectacles.
Of course, a fresh fool to replace the last fools. What brings you stomping through my workshop, eh?
He throws his words out, looking you up and down. A sneer creeps across his face. Seems like you already know, mate.
And an accent I hear too rarely around these stammering mountain folk. But you go straight to business. We appreciate that, don't we?
He turns to the bronze golem over his shoulder. Oh damn, he actually likes me because he's Valiant.
Anything for a breather from your endless yammering.
The voice echoes from within the golem. Oh, this golem is actually not an idiot. I've got a fancy for this one already. Oh boy.
Hear that, Timora? Another who would tolerate your barbs and insults.
Anyhow.
But you come seeking the White Forge, like they all do.
Yep.
Boys with smooth cheeks and wild dreams. Girls with bright ribbons tied next to their scabbards.
His voice rises and falls with the sing-song of mockery.
Old men and women, too, seeking a final blaze of glory before they're snuffed out for another turn at the wheel. Sound familiar?
His smile's rigid as he looks at you, and the corner of his eye twitches. No, rather go for greatness than wither in the shadows, eh?
Pazzo! Most bold for one who came seeking my help.
His wrinkled face scrunches in fury.
I have this conversation with every pig-headed swashbuckler those Postenagos and stalwarts send here.
Yeah,
Go
fair.
see Galvino, they say. Surely he'll help you.
You would think they would stop at some point, I guess.
Must have slipped their minds what a busy and important fellow you are.
In the silence that follows, the temperature in the room seems to drop. Galvino glares at her.
I should have let them stone you. Would have silenced your endless rattling forever.
The hanging folds of skin beneath his neck tremble.
Then you'd have naught but those frostbitten inbreds for company.
Like this golem. I guess this is what it'd be like if Aloth and Isilmir were two separate people. Yeah, sounds about right. Come now, I sound nothing like either of them. Come, Mr. Galvino, I would really appreciate your help, please.
Of course you would. What would anyone here do without me?
He breaks off, looking suddenly startled. Galvino pauses long enough to take a deep breath. He folds his hands and bows his head.
Sientere. It has been a long time since anyone addressed me so.
He clears his throat before continuing. Now, see, you just gotta be polite to him.
The villagers and their adventurers hammer and pry at the battery as if they were laying siege to some moldering lord's keep.
He swats the air in front of his face.
But those stones were laid by some of the finest builders ever to have lived. Disciples of Abidan in the truest sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
They will not fall by the whims of any kith. And the door itself, it is infused with living essence.
He holds his hands before him and his eyes are wide with wonder. So he is impressed by it. Well, the dwarves must have had a way to get in, no?
Perfetto! This is the crux of the matter.
He claps his hands together.
The Pargrunen of Durgan's battery perished within their own keep, victims of a violent disagreement among their own commandants.
His mouth twists into a wicked grin.
Surely in the village you have heard stories, no? Disappearing caravans, tracks in the snow, screams from the high towers.
Yeah. He pauses, watching your expression with a raconteur's glee.
The work of spirits still trapped in the battery, and a testament to those impenetrable walls.
He raps on the mortared stone of his own home.
But the door of the keep, the one the Pargrunen filled with essence, it was made to listen, to recognize its masters.
So I need the door to recognize me?
Traditional Optapo cultures revolved around language. Words revealed who they were and where they were from. That is why you need a Kantek.
He holds up a twitching finger. Oh boy. Those are anthems of some sort?
Ah, that's the simple explanation. A Kantek is a statement of purpose, a declaration of identity. Each is unique to its stronghold.
It's a password. It's a fancy password, but okay.
Thus, to enter a fortress like Durgan's Battery, you would stand at the gate and recite its Kantek.
He spreads his arms, his face aglow. Well, very well. Where would I learn this Kantek?
To learn the Kantek, you must speak with one of the dwarves of Durgan's Battery. A shame they are all dead, no?
Yes, that is a bit of unfortunate, really. He rubs his hands together, pacing.
But no doubt their souls live on in one or two of the villagers of Stalwart. Like fine wine poured into a cheap pot.
The Rijan curls his lips.
But to identify them, that is the first problem. You would need the skills of an animancer.
Well, I shouldn't really tell him this, but, oh well. I do happen to be a watcher. The golem swivels her head sharply towards you. Her mask of a face and the glass eyes behind it betray no emotion, but it seems as if she's watching you, carefully.
A watcher? Diverus? If this is true, then you could find a sole descendant from Durgan's Battery, no question. But the greater difficulty remains.
Galvino rubs his gaunt, whiskered cheeks.
You would have to learn the Kantek from the dormant soul. And to do that, you would have to awaken it.
How about I go about awakening someone?
An awakening is merely the jolting of a dormant soul into consciousness.
He makes a bursting motion with his hands, splaying his fingers wide.
When such things happen normally, it is because something has reminded the subject of a past life, often violently so.
He smacks his workbench with surprising vigor. Aloth flinches.
Thus, to awaken one of the former dwarves of Durgan's Battery, you will need to address that soul, preferably by name.
He folds his hands together, steepling his fingers.
But show some care. When you examine these souls, whatever it is you watchers do, you may see images, memories.
He leans forward, his back hunched.
These are moments of special import. What you see will tell you much about the person, and perhaps the condition in which they awaken.
He raises his hoary eyebrows and tilts his head back.
Awaken them from a traumatic memory, and who knows? Maybe they awaken thirsty for blood. Or maybe you awaken someone else.
He cackles again. You understand the consequences of an awakening as well as any Sea Lord. Yet perhaps there's a benefit to the process as well.
Here. This has been tuned to the Aeon of Durgan's Battery. Use it near the villagers, and it should tell you if one has a soul old enough to have come from the battery.
He rummages around and produces an unfamiliar device. A resonance amplifier. Okay. So I just need this Kantek?
Who can say? None have yet opened Durgan's Battery.
Galvino raises his hands, palms up.
But the ones that came before you, I think they got close. You may wish to find them and see what they discovered.
I did find what's left of them.
Most interesting.
He adjusts his spectacles as he peers at the tile.
They spent many days at the battery door. This looks like something that once belonged there.
He taps the tile. Alright, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Probably put that back in place or something. So the awakening would be rather permanent, no?
Oh, yes. Whoever you awaken will live with the memories and the personality of a past life. Maybe peacefully, maybe not.
His bony shoulders rise in a shrug.
That is why you must pay attention to the soul you would awaken, no?
Yeah, makes sense. This guy's got a real knack for understatement.
It is a monumental thing to impose on another, but these are the very people who wish to rediscover the White Forge, Verus.
He removes his spectacles and polishes the dirty lenses with his tunic. Alright, thanks for your help. He dismisses the thought with a wave of the hand.
It is a pleasure to have such a courteous guest for a change. A shame you must dirty your boots in Stalwart.
I'm going with him.
Oh. The golem looks between you, her neck turning on its oiled joint.
You? Go to Stalwart? Is this your macabre sense of humor, or has something gone to rust in that beautiful head I crafted?
Galvino stares at her, agape.
No one will bother me while I'm with him. Besides, I can help him find people in Stalwart.
The golem's burnished face is eerily impassive.
You haven't been to Stalwart in 13 years. And this Watcher sees souls. What help could you be? Besides, I have need of you here. You owe whatever remains of your wicked life to me.
A frown sours on his lips as he taps his chest with a crooked finger. The golem says nothing, but her essence smolders. Resentment rises from her in shimmering waves. She swivels her head to look at you. What's the story between you two?
This charming specimen is a convicted murderer. The Devil of Caroc, she's called.
Mighty fine of you to start with my good qualities, and you wonder why we don't get more visitors.
Killed over a dozen people before they finally caught up to her in Stalwart. Perfect company for lonely camps and mountain passes, no?
He nudges you, all the while grinning wickedly at the motionless golem. What are you doing with this golem, buddy?
Hey, I know how to start a campfire.
That's fair.
The only reason she's not a frozen corpse is because I convinced the old mayor to let me try an experiment.
A shadow passes over his face. Interesting. So you put her soul in this metal body? He leans back, raising his hands.
Into a work of art! Look at this! Craftsmanship worthy of a jeweler.
He traces the scroll work that runs along the golem's jaw.
Fully articulated joints, capable of grasping a pen and writing her own name.
He grabs her hand and delicately bends her tapered fingers. Well, it is impressive, to be fair.
And of crushing your throat.
She snatches her hand away.
Show me another smith anywhere in the Deerwood who is capable of such delicacy and precision. She is a masterpiece.
Galvino steps back and takes a longer look at her. Why'd you build her?
Why build a fortress, or a village, or anything? To make something that keeps, that...
A disgusted sigh rattles in his throat.
It was the early days of the legacy. My peers in the colleges of Animancy were filling the Hollowborn with the souls of animals.
He pauses, scratching his chin. You're right. By comparison, this sounds perfectly sane. He rolls his eyes.
I thought there was a better way.
He's silent for several seconds, his gaze growing distant.
One with a plum academy job back in Salona. Don't forget that part.
Okay, yeah, fair. He glares at her with narrowed eyes. So it's one of those fights about who cleans the spears that's not really about spears. Why is she called the Devil of Caroc?
She committed her first crime in the village of Caroc. Burned a family alive in their home.
He shrugs.
Did the same thing in half a dozen other villages, but the name stuck.
I see. So why doesn't she murder you?
She may be mad, but she's no fool. She wouldn't survive long on her own.
Oh, there's no magic control. You're just relying on practicality. I see.
If the villagers didn't send a hunting party after her, the Eremans would claim her. Her joints and mechanisms require maintenance, and she cannot perform all of it herself.
That kind of makes sense.
See, he's reminding me. In case I get any bright ideas.
Take it the village didn't appreciate the experiment.
Here we go.
She rolls her eyes, rasping them against their sockets.
They were going to stone her anyway. Why not allow her to be put to some useful purpose?
His lips curl back from yellowing teeth.
My life's ambition. To serve somebody's useful purpose.
I approached Mayor Sinahiyot and begged. He saw the potential and allowed me the privilege of attempting my little experiment.
He sneers at the words and the indignity they recall. His shoulders are stooped and his teeth bared.
Then, I accomplished what few animancers have even dreamed of. No academic support, no patron. Just me in the middle of nowhere.
He jabs a finger into his concave chest.
Oh, now you got him all wound up.
Clearly, yeah. This is a bit of a trigger for him.
I transferred a fully intact soul from a living subject to a fabricated body. She retained her personalities, her memories, all of it.
He claws at the air with one thick-veined hand. Actually, in fairness, this is incredibly impressive because we've seen tons of people fail at this already in the game. He's the first one we've seen succeed.
Yet the villagers saw only a stolen corpse.
He throws up his hands. Alright, that's all
She's
I
a
need to know.
fine specimen. her personality notwithstanding.
He waves one hand in a circular motion. The golem says nothing. I'll write this again. I'd like her to travel with me.
Quay? No. You don't know what you ask.
He shakes his head, waving his hands.
This woman, the Devil of Caroc, she was a notorious murderer. Burned people alive all over the region.
That is rather problematic, to be fair.
Besides, she works for me. After all, I am the one who preserved her.
He straightens his back and looks you up and down, taking your measure. Let me parade her around town to infuriate the villagers. You'd like that, no?
So you get use of the Devil's services, and I get the satisfaction of knowing those stiffnecks are sweating through their small clothes, eh?
He sighs, but a smug grin has already worked its way across his face.
It's a deal.
Yeah, that was easy.
Fine price for a blacksmith striker. Suppose I should be flattered.
And there you have it, a bargain.
Okay, well, I don't know that I like dismissing all. Like, Sagani is logically the one to dismiss, but I like having her for this region, but,
Farewell.
I don't know, you think I
Farewell.
can get away? This party seems bad. We'll see. We'll try this party. A bargain? He gives
A
you a
moment.
sardonic grin.
You are going back to Stalwart, yes? Perhaps you could do me a favor.
Galvino gives you a thoughtful frown. What kind of favor?
There is a man in the village named Grinde, the head fisherman. The rest of Stalwart kisses his feet because he fills their stinking blades with speckleback. But I know he's not as virtuous as he seems.
His face crinkles in vicious glee. Seems like you got a history with him.
That self-righteous meddler engineered my eviction from the village. He turned them all against me.
I see.
Now I want him to feel the scorn of those mush-brained imbeciles.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Humiliate him, of course. Show his neighbors what he truly is. And let him live with the disgrace.
He points vaguely in the direction of the village, his thin arm trembling.
He's always been a ripple sponge addict. Just got good at hiding it once his sainted sister died and left him in charge of the fishery. But he keeps a stash in the fishery. Sneaks in at night when the others have gone home, and emerges sluggish and red-eyed a few hours later. I want you to expose him. Go to the fishery after dark when it's empty. Find his ripple sponge and show it to Renengild.
I see.
Do not answer me now. But when you return to that festering eyesore and smell the stink of fish that hangs in the air, consider what I've said.
He grins.
Besides, you appreciate a good joke, don't you? Deverus, this will be a great one. But be sure to approach the fishery by night, when it's empty. They will give you no end of trouble if they see you stealing during the day.
Okay. Say, what were all those constructs I encountered?
Other projects, they are none of your concern.
He waves a hand, he looks quickly away. Okay, well, I have a pretty good idea of what they are, but
Something
never mind.
else? Quay.
Alright, farewell, farewell. Interesting, I was almost prepared to fight him, but, guess we don't need to. Keep an eye on the Devil of Caroc. Yeah, this thing could probably try to murder me anytime, huh? Oh yeah, so it's a rogue, yes? Yes. And, oh, it's got its own... The inventor Galvino constructed the Devil of Caroc's ornate body out of forged bronze, inlaid with intricate silver panels, and featuring elaborate etchings in the Valian style. Held together with myriad small brass pins and hinges, it's a marvel of craftsmanship and serves as an ambulant vessel for her soul. Whether for aesthetic or functional reasons, Galvino fitted the face with ankh eyes. Their smooth finish reflects the devil's surroundings impassively, though occasionally a glint of imperfections within the stone or some deep-seated spark of malevolence shines through. Okay, so I can't really... Well, I don't know if I can give her... Can I put, like, hats on? Yes, okay. But I can't change the armor, I'm assuming. Or can I? No. Okay. Didn't really think I would. I could, however, change the weapons, and that's a weird weapon. I feel like... I mean, it's just a spear. It's one-handed. Surely a rogue should have... Well, first of all, I have a straight-up better spear, so that's one thing. Can you just wield 2 spears? That seems really weird to me, but I feel like you could. Or how about this, too? Stiletto? Interesting. Okay. That should be a lot of damage. Okay, so to actually get in, we're gonna need to go back to Stalwart, I guess. That said, there's more to explore here outside first, so let's take a look around. Which health? He's pretty bad, but he'll be alright. Okay, so that's Galvino done. Are there bandits up here somewhere? There were rumored to be. Might as well clear him out. Hello, Earthall. A man stands on the middle of the road. Without lowering the blade that rests on his shoulder, he takes 2 steps forward as if to speak for the group behind him. I was hoping for another gift bearer. They always carry surprises, and we love surprises. By we, of course, I mean me and this. The man taps the hilt of his sword. It'll be quick. Try to stay still. Okay, no negotiating, huh, Earthall? That's alright. Wizard, okay. Aloth, I think you and I know what to do. Oh, shoot, there's no Aloth anymore. Okay. Sagani, you wanna try this, maybe? Devil of Caroc? What kind of abilities you got? Interesting. Why don't you go for that and then get the heck out of there real fast. I will... Oh, there's a priest too. Damn, we gotta get rid of them. Okay. You take care of the wizard. I will take care of the priest as quick as I can. That affects everyone, right? Which one of these is actually more damaging? 36 to 61. This is 36 to 54. Okay. Zahwa, you wanna punch somebody maybe? You wanna... Oh hell, why are you on the floor over there? Alright. Let's cast Chain Lightning. What is your problem, Caroc? Oh, you're dazed and stuck for some reason. Alright, Manaha, you wanna take a big chop out of that bandit? I know, we gotta vaporize the priest. Cast that. Alright, no more priest. Now we're in good shape. Let's just cast this. It'll kill some of us, maybe.
I am no use here.
Yeah, I think it hurts him more. Alright. Bandits handled.
I'm here.
I'll keep an eye out.
Oh, damn. Alright, hold on. Helm, amethyst, 4 gold, 44 silver, 10 copper. A notebook, a recurring signature, and the... Oh, gift bearer. Did we know about... Were gift bearers the priest types or something? Or were they like memory bearers or something like... I don't know. A recurring signature in the pages of this notebook indicates that it belonged to someone named Ixtli. The pages contain an assortment of entries. Some notes list collections of items alongside their purported value. Other pages are scribbled with notes about the land. A map of the Russet Wood marks an important body of water. Next to it there are several underlined notes. They read, "No talk to Cloghoddle. Formalities first, of course, and she'll come up. Kuala Misha, she's a good girl and likes to hear it before she swims down. Zit like Kuala, just make sure she likes the fish for a job well done." Okay. And this, St. Yidwin's Redeemer. Exceptional. 25% chance to cast Destroy Vessels on hit or crit. I feel like this I could give to Palagina, perhaps. The sword is well made, but modest in design. The lone flourish is a feather pattern radiating from the hilt, and even this has been crafted with exquisite care. Each barb and shaft is a smooth, straight line beneath your fingers. Power and warmth radiate from this blade. That's a nice sword. I will bear that in mind for Palagina, I think. There's an exceptional rod and a singed, high-level grimoire, to be fair. A fine robe. Just copper and silver.
I'm here.
21 gold, 63 silver, 137 copper. And here there's an exceptional sword, small shield, and some camping supplies.
Not a sound.
That was a pretty tough group of an exceptionally well-equipped group of bandits. The road continues climbing for a short distance before turning sharply down into the pass beyond. Okay, I think that's it for things that are up here. Doesn't seem like we can get through, so... we don't need to rest. And then... we'll see what's in the rest of this area before we head back to Stalwart, I think. Don't want to miss anything. Right, nothing too exciting here, so that's this whole side cleared. I don't think we can get to there. So then there's the bridge, there's something else. Just this area north of the... okay, hi. Mizla. You have a name, and there's a bunch of... oh, you're a bounty. That's a third bounty. Oh no, that's yeah, that's the other bounty that I have here. Meter of the Sisterhood of the Slate Skull. Okay, they have a cipher and a wizard and a priestess, as well as a paladin. I need to hit those with fireballs immediately. What the hell? Oh, I've been blinded and terrified and dazed and weakened. All seems kind of bad, really. Okay, at least we got to him with the fireball. Let's go for the barbaric shout. And maybe go for the big hit on the wizard, yeah? Ader, you want to circle around over here and maybe engage this paladin?
I'm here.
Okay, wait, hold up, nobody's engaging right now, so in that case, let me, let's see, this does 17 to 29 plus AoE. This does a lot more, actually. Interesting. Let's keep hitting them with fireballs. You, wounding arrow on probably the priestess. They've got to be the priority, I think. Devil of Caroc is not very effective so far. Let's see. Well, I guess that hurts, but still feel like you'd be dying anyway. Why don't you, well, go for that, and then Sahwa is kind of handling Mestla, maybe. Okay, someone needs to get this rogue off of me. Ader's gonna have to be the one to try. Uh-oh. What the hell is that? Ice troll? I was not here when this combat started. I don't really know how to handle an ice troll. Oh, damn it, they're all healing. We're gonna lose. Although this one feels more doable than the other bounty fight that we've had in this area, but like if I had a good party, that would be pretty winnable, I think. I just have a really suboptimal party because I'm trying to use all the companions from this area. Okay, let's see. Tell you what, we'll... Oh, great, wait, that's really my last save? Oh, shoot. I thought I had saved before I got into that area. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to fight the bandits again then. Did I win this without resting first? Shoot.
You gotta see this.
Really neglected that one now. Stab him. Scunny. Get this rogue. I will. The bounties are just really tough, you know? Like... Interesting, that doesn't do much damage if not very, weak, huh? Okay, go for that, I guess. This rogue is kind of on top. Scunny, please heal you tomorrow. I need him to get up and get this rogue off me, please. Good. We are down to just 8 in there. That's not too great, but they're pretty weak also. We're gonna take the priest out. I'm gonna hit him with this. Nope, didn't do it. I'm gonna die before I can cast again. Aren't I?
Breathe.
Nope, killed them, okay. We're still in with a chance then. I would like to disengage, please. Thanks. It just hurts everyone, but I just gotta deal with that.
I'm here.
Ow. Get off of me. Earth falls down. Nice.
Some rest
Close
would
enough.
renew our souls.
Fluke when we won the first time. Should be pretty much the same loot, I
At once.
think. Mostly is, I think. Alright, yep.
I'm here.
Okay, let's head back this way. Let's remember to save and rest. I don't know. We will take maybe one more try at these bandits. I think they're beatable, but I mean, I'm pretty confident with a tougher party I would beat them, but this is not even close to the best party. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.